Okay, I'm gonna do a video here for my YouTube channel. I haven't done one in a while, and I'm basically gonna run through and do a straightforward video without editing and so forth. So I really don't have time to do much editing. Um, Basically, guys always want to know, well, what does he do for a living? Well, why do I hear stuff here and there about him and blah blah blah? What's so big about him in there? Well, this is actually what I'm getting at here. Basically, what you're looking at here is that pipe right there is part of the septic system. Well, this is actually a big subdivision, and the customer's property has the septic system for the whole entire subdivision. There's about 5 buildings here that have, I think, 4 per building. It's kind of like a condo association, but the septic system is tied into her house and so forth. There's actually another neighbor here that has the other half of it. But this property, these mounds had complete entire woodsy growth growing everywhere. What we had to do is we had to come in, clean up the trees that we thought were salvageable to a degree, and clean up everything underneath. We didn't quite get everything. This is actually a work in progress. And when I say a work in progress, what I'm getting at is that it's to be expected that woodsy growth, some of it is going to come through the wood chips, so we're going to have to stay on it for the remainder of the season and keep fighting the woodsy growth off, and hopefully next spring we'll be able to come in here and do what's called top coating. This is actually what's known as base coating, where there's approximately 6 inches of wood chips laid down to try and stop the woodsy growth from coming through. When everything is said and done, the main goal is to stop all the weeds from coming through. And basically next spring we will be top coating it with a 1 to 2 inch layer to level everything off and tweak the stuff the areas. For example, in this area right here, you can't tell, but there's a big divot in the bed. Over here, there's another, next to this daylily, there's another big divot in the bed. There was just a low spot in the area, and we filled it in with as much as we could. Next spring, it will get filled in and tweaked to the point that it will be level. So basically, yeah. Anybody who leaves a comment saying that it looks horrible, it's not meant to be perfect quite yet. Next spring is when this job will be finished. It's basically done just to get the ball rolling. This had woodsy growth growing on it for 5 to 10 years, so it's a drastic improvement from what it was, and next spring will be the icing on the cake, if you want to say. In fact, we were short about a yard of wood chips. Yes, this little area here, right from going there, coming here to there, believe it or not, that's about a yard of wood chips, considering that we're putting down a 6-inch base. There was a lot of planning and engineering, if you want to say, that went into this. And that's one thing that guys don't understand. When I take on jobs, I don't take on the little job well, I do take them on where we can just in and out the job, but then also there's the factor of the large jobs like this. To give everybody insight, this was 32 cubic yards of wood chips. It don't look like it would be that much, but when you're putting it down as thick as we did, yes. My dump truck holds 8 cubic yards, and we hauled in 4 dump truck loads. Basically, a lot of the smaller guys will be buying wood chips. Don't always have to be the case, and which with my company, I had on hand 40 to 50 yards, and I did digest a good part of my bed. but I have more tree jobs on the way, so we will be getting more wood chips in. So but yeah, I just wanted to touch base on this and give everybody insight what actually goes on when we do huge installs like this. To give everybody an idea, the mound that's back here, I think that was one dump truck load alone. This bed was about 1.5, and that bed over there was about 1.5 cubic yards. So, I mean 1.5 dump truck loads. So, in fact, I got to bring in, like I said, a little bit more there yet. But yeah, I wanted to touch base on this and give everybody insight. And like I said, by no means is this job completed. So anybody who wants to rip on the fact that the job looks horrible, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's below my standards on from a finished point of view, but we do have the project started, and that was the main goal with this whole project. So, but anyway, I'm gonna cut it out here, and we gotta get loaded up and head down to the cemetery and start mowing for the weekend, because we got a huge funeral that we have to prep some areas for. So, but anyway, I'll catch you later and go from there. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and whatnot, but I'll catch you later. Thanks, bye.